So, girls, what were your expectations going into the 2022 race season?
So my novice year, I was very not good at passing. So that was kind of my goal, just like pass people, and I did that. So
See, mine was just like to like learn. I don't know.
yeah, just like get better.
Yeah, like learn like more about the cars themselves, and like
Just like
of
learn
course like
everything.
win, do good, but like I feel like I learned and I exceeded my expectations more than I would think.
I was gonna say, I feel like you learned a lot.
No, like I feel like it was more just
accomplished
like
But like if I had to pick things like I wanted to specifically learn, like the first like race of the season, I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how to pass. And like I ended up like being fine, but like I don't know, like passing's a big one.
being more confident. That was
Yeah,
a big one in the
confidence.
beginning of the season for me.
Just being faster.
If someone were to ask you guys how to be more confident in a car, what would you tell them?
I mean, like for me, like I see the little kids, like you have full control of the car. Like you put the car where you want it on the track. You have to trust yourself in the car. Like if you're nervous in the car, nothing's gonna happen. You're just gonna be in the back, like cruising around. So you're just like gotta like trust yourself, literally. So like no, like you control how fast you go. You literally control everything. So if once you like learn that and start trusting your decisions in the car, you're gonna be fine.
I would just like, it doesn't matter what other people say. Like, oh, say, I just spun out on the first lap. Okay,
Doesn't matter.
like, just learn from it.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like that has to do with like confidence, because like, if you let people bother you, they're gonna tear your confidence down and not build. Like most
Yeah.
people would. And like, I feel like some people like
I feel like for most
did
kids,
do that, and I just didn't care.
I
I
feel
feel like I have good you're interrupting me. I have good confidence,
I agree
but
with
like
but like
it could be
sometimes
better.
you just get
But
nervous.
there's still people that don't
Put you down.
They're not always with you. Like I don't know. I'm stuttering.
But like at the same time, like you said, like with the spinning out, like who cares? Like
Like if you make
You're
a
not
mistake,
perfect.
just learn.
Allie, was there anything that you would tell the girls before they would start racing?
It was really either just I love you or good luck. I mean, there's a few times where, like, if Sophie got into a crash and like she
Like,
came in the
she's
hot
on
chute,
fire.
sometimes she'd look a little like flustered or mad. Not flustered. I'd say more mad. And I don't know. I don't think she really listened to me anyway.
Angry.
But I would tell her that she
No,
got
I
this,
just
and then
took-
she'd
took
calm
my
down,
anger
yeah.
up
She kind of
on
just like
myself.
kept going, but
I
you know,
have
it's the effort that counts.
I have a very good way of like not letting stuff bother you. Like okay, whatever.
yeah,
you
like,
get
if
wrecked,
into a wreck and go
or
to
you
the
wreck
back,
yourself,
Yeah.
and you have to go in the pits to start all the way to the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, who cares?
We got
Don't
good at
get
that by the end of the
mad.
season.
Like, who cares?
Don't get mad
Bad call or not?
and take it out on the car,
And other people.
but
on
take
the
it
track.
out on your driving.
Yeah, but like,
In a good way, not
could
like,
be a
oh, I'm mad,
philosopher.
just hit
Yeah.
everything, but
You
like,
like-
normally when I get in the pits and I'm like mad, I'm like better.
yeah. Normally when I wreck, I get better because I get mad. But like
Sophie
when there's a
always had to
bad
drive from the
call.
back to the front like 3 times every race.
Yeah,
so
but like that makes you better.
you must
like,
come pretty used to it.
That like makes you better. I think that was like my most successful race was when I went like for my grands. Like I went last to second.
Or
in
that
both my
time you almost
cars.
flipped over the fence and you drove back to second.
Second.
That was probably one of
Oh
my
my
favorite
car.
races for you to watch.
In the last race, my last heavy Honda
Or
race,
for
I went
me to
last to
watch.
first because I got sent tail. I made it up to like top 2 in like 10 laps. That was
Oh.
one of my favorite races. because
Well-
that makes me like I actually had to work for it. I didn't start first and just like
Finish
go. Yeah, like that's like nothing. Like I just don't. I don't could care.
It's funner to like. drive
It's
from the
more
back.
fun to like actually work for it. You know.
Were there any
So I hate super food.
significant crashes that you guys remember?
Oh yeah, all my heavy 160 crashes.
Every
Sophie's
single one.
last
Every
senior
single one.
Honda.
I honestly every single. crash
I remember every single one.
Like,
We
I
did,
was
like
very good
3/4
at-
of the lap, and then you know
I was very good at
that's probably
A
the most
half.
violent one of the year.
No, Adam Lamani always had the most violent crashes.
Out of
Out of
us.
us.
Oh, I was gonna say like
Yeah,
I
but
meant, like
I feel bad because half of them were never his fault.
no, they were never his fault. He'd always get. No, like I'm always good with like avoiding like people would spin in front of me, like right in front of me, like the car in
Yeah,
front of me. would
Haley
spin.
had good
I had very like one of my
Very
my
good avoidance skills.
yeah. I think one of my favorite one was heavy 160
Where
when
you
Adam
stop
and the whole
right
yeah,
on a
stopped
dime.
like 2 inches and like everybody. I remember Dean was like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like,
Oh,
"No,
wow, I
not
guess
you,
those
your
brakes
car."
work.
And I'm like, "No, like my car's fine. I didn't touch anybody." He's like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, like I got lucky. Like I always am pretty good at avoiding wrecks, but like if I do hit them straight on, I normally am able to hit them right in the bumper. Like that happened twice at Little T. It's like one of my I hate hitting people. I feel
All my
bad.
animal wrecks. I remember every single one.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oswego.
Dude, we changed like 5
Oswego.
axles like in a row.
Oswego. That one like hurt my head. Silver City, of course.
I remember all of Sophie's animal wrecks too.
I remember all my
Lots
wrecks.
of late nights in the garage.
I remember
my favorite was Light Work Formula. When I put an axle in it on Wednesday, she wrecked it on Saturday, and I had to change it between the heats and the main. Because Dad had to go finish, was it Heavy World time trials with Haley?
I didn't do that.
Yeah, it was at
What
Little
time
T.
was that Heavy World at Little T? It was time trials.
Oh
Yeah, so Dad had to go do that with Haley, so I was changing
Oh,
the,
yeah, that was a hard
the
day.
front axle in Sophie's World
I remember
in
all my
between the heats and the
matches.
mains.
I
Remember she
all
went
my-
out in the main and I was like crossing my fingers. I was like, oh god.
But
I
again,
mean,
it
a
wasn't
big
my
thing
fault,
is like
so.
rewatching your races, even
Oh,
if you
always
did
did
bad.
that. Always. I watch my races in school. My teachers yell.
And like oh my god, ew, like I just did that, like ew, that's like cringy. Why did I do that? Just like
It's hard for me.
the
to
more
watch
you
videos
watch
from
it, the
beginning
more
of the
stuff
season.
you'll find out that you did wrong
That's how it is for
and
me.
where you can improve.
Watching
Watch it.
Like I watch my videos now. Like I still like go back on the Facebooks and like the YouTube channels that people post them, and I watch them. What the frick is that?
Another thing with like watching videos is don't just pay attention to yourself, pay attention to
have to
other
pay
people,
attention to
because
everybody.
one, you can like learn things from them. You
And
could
learning your
learn
competitors,
you can
as
learn
always say.
their driving style and like how to like
Like,
I don't know
yeah.
if manipulate's the right word, but like
Well, you watch
race with
them.
them.
You learn what they
Well, you-
do,
yeah, you
where
watch
they
them,
make
like,
mistakes,
It
the
helps
moves
you
they
learn
make.
what to do to what
Even on
person.
the-
Like
even
I
on
have
the track.
certain things that I do, like
To a certain driver.
like oh, I know this person. Okay, they do this. Okay, well if I do this, it might cause it. You know what I mean? So it's like
You have to like think about it. Like you can't just like full send it all the time.
So, one at a time, what was your favorite part of this past race season? What was your favorite memory? Something that happened?
Like for me, like I loved all like traveling races and just like weekly races, but I'd say like grands because it was more like so like all of my Silver City friends were there and then all of my travel friends were there. We were all together. It was like a week full of racing and fun, and there was like a lot of emotions that weekend. Like, oh, we want to qualify straight to the A mains, or working your way up. Like I had to work my way up from I mean, it was only like an 8-car, 9-car field in the animal for the B main, but I had to work my way up from last because I
That
had
was
time
exciting
trial.
when you made. Yeah, that was an
And
exciting
I was like
race.
bad. I mean, I struggled with an animal in that car because we really didn't have time to test it before Grants. Like we
We
just
never
got
worked on that car.
Sophie, what was your favorite memory?
I have two.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is like winning the first time in like the DDR car.
That was one of
That
mine.
was a big one.
So I was like, once I did that,
Which one was the DDR car?
my Honda. Like this season, cause like we didn't like we like I wouldn't say like struggled, but like we were figuring it out. And, like finally by the end we got faster, and like it just shows like every 10 o'clock get
Test
home
section.
test session
You're good.
like paid off in the end. And when I put Heavy World in also the car
That
for
was
the
my
first time
favorite.
in one.
First time racing
Oh.
Heavy World too.
This is my third. This is 3, but it's like the same weekend as the World Formula one. When like half, cause like the heat was really bad, and then like everyone, mostly Danny and my dad, like they like made the car better, and Robbie.
Who?
Danny,
Danny who?
Robbie, dad.
Oh, Robbie.
Like they made it, and like it was better.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I sucked for like, or I didn't suck. for like a lot of the A main, but like then I finally got it by the end.
Allie, what about you?
I feel very like
Sophie stole one of mine. The DDR car's first win. The second for quarter midgets, I'd say was the weekend that we went to Oak Lane on Saturday. Got like 2 hours of sleep and then went and raced the main.
Well,
with
I
the
slept
American
all the
300.
way home. So
Yeah, I was
like,
snoozing.
fine. I was vibing.
Yeah, I was not.
No, I was
And
fine.
like slept. The funny
They slept
thing
the
is,
entire way to Oak Lane.
and then we made Allie unpack in the morning.
I unpacked the whole trailer in the morning. They
We
raced.
snoozed.
actually,
Dad and I put the cars back from Oak Lane back to Silver City.
we were on the track.
They
Wasn't
were
that the
I don't
one-
know where. Then we got back to the hotel at like 2 a.m. Woke up at 4. Drove all the way back to
No, I packed
Meriden.
up the trailer at Oak Lane. We made you unpack the trailer, didn't we? Too?
And then we woke up at like 4 o'clock, and Ryan had to knock on our door because we were not awake. And we drove all the way to Meriden.
The
And
funny-
Sophie run one light 160. Then my other one is racing the modified.
I was gonna say you got to finally take your car out at the end of the year.
Yeah,
What was
My car.
your favorite part of that day?
When you didn't hit the gas in like the test
That was
section,
rude.
and
That
then,
was rude.
And then she started hitting the gas. Is what was mine for
She
you.
made a lot of progress.
Yeah, she made a lot of progress in one day. That was what my.
I'm positive. You're negative. There's a difference.
No.
All right. So
It was honest.
what was Allie's favorite part of the
I
day?
took it, so it's fine.
You could say it. What was your favorite part?
I guess the feature.
Yeah, you did really good. You were passing.
Is that the one you almost missed, or did you almost miss your heat?
No, I almost missed my heat race.
Oh.
To be fair, the pit stewardess guy, the car is really loud in there, and I couldn't hear him, and they weren't saying anything to me through my receiver, so I had no idea what was going on. And then I heard my number to fall in line, and I was like, oh crap, I wasn't even on the track yet. My
think
favorite
that was
memory
all of
driving
them.
to the track is when we had to take that detour and the trailer bottomed
And I
out
ripped
going
my
up the hill.
pants.
And Haley,
I jumped
She
out.
did jump out of the
roads
window,
were-
jumped
roads
in the
were
window.
too
Actually.
The roads were so skinny that I
Directing
couldn't make the
traffic.
right-hand turn, so Haley had to get out of the car and try and direct traffic.
I was
and
like,
instead of
stop.
opening the door to get back in the
'Cause
truck,
you were-
she
no, 'cause-
jumped through the window.
She was
moving.
driving.
Allie was driving
I
away
was-
without.
And Haley
stopped
jumps
for
through
a
the window.
solid
I'm
30
like,
seconds, and she jumped through the window
No,
instead.
she was not stopped when she was driving, and she was driving away because she was trying
No,
to get
I
past the
second
corner.
She
what
was just-
Haley said.
Being special, and she didn't open the door.
No.
No, you
No,
were
you were
moving.
driving. You were going like 5 miles per hour, and I'm over here like, where are you going? I'm not in the truck. People are waiting, being
you
like
decided
rolling
to
their
jump
eyes.
through the window.
And then there was
instead?
a second thing
I
because
did.
it was like a road and a sharp like
Yeah, we
90-degree
did.
turn each way, and we had to
Wasn't
do the
that
same
when-
thing again. But it
Wasn't
wasn't
that
as bad.
Henyon
as
got stuck that weekend too?
No, the Stratons got stuck.
Stratton.
Where the trailer bottomed out.
That was the eco race.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was scary. Not really.
So, what are your plans in the off season?
Take cars apart, clean them.
Put
build
the
them.
modified together.
Redo all the quarters.
Okay.
Not redo, but like clean, like look through, of course.
Guys,
like,
you see this
whatever.
thing? This is my off-season plans. Become a skater pro.
It's a scooter.
Haley. The micros, I want to I don't want to. We need to get them all together. And I'm really excited for my new micro. I thought that was a scooter handle. And I'm excited for my new hyper to come in.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too.
Is there anybody that you guys want to thank for last season?
Simpson, MPI,
Swift, Worldwide, JRC, High Performance,
Revex, Johnny Morgilio,
Ryan Levy,
Morgilio,
Ultra Shield,
Yeah, Johnny did a lot for the track, so I'm very thankful for that. He was probably
Simpson. I don't know if you said Simpson.
Haley ran the heavy animal that was
And
Johnny's,
formula.
and the
Did you
heavy
say
road
MPI?
formula, and,
And
Sophie's
Sophie's
light road
light road.
formula was
and
Johnny's.
your 160 motor for
That's another
here.
big thing.
Yeah, Johnny did a lot for the track. Like it would not be
The
the
world. I like that. I like that
same.
world.
Yeah, you give you a cool rap and everything.
Raptor, and I want to thank Dad, Mom, Allie.
Bye guys.
Bye, Queen.
Okay, so I'm
Bye.
riding a scooter now.
I'm going on